Hello and welcome back to the channel. This week, let's talk about Mandalorian Chapter 21, The Pirate. Before we start, please hit like and subscribe to stay in the loop. We are getting some action now. This episode hit. It was action-packed with beautiful choreography and cinematography. It felt like the Star Wars we all love. This episode is exactly what you want from a classic good versus evil Star Wars battle. The fight for Nevarro is a rock-solid performance that is simple to understand and pretty effective. The episode opens back on the planet Nevarro, where High Magistrate Greef Karga and his engineers are doing some serious city planning. Suddenly, the pirate Gorian Shard shows up and makes demands and threats. This guy is cool. He's like a mix of the Swamp Thing and Blackbeard, but in space. He's upset that Din Djarin and Greef Karga attacked one of his pirates, Vane. Karga refuses to negotiate and sends for help, though he knows that since he's an Outer Rim planet and they haven't signed the agreement to join the New Republic, help is unlikely. The stakes going into the battle are also established incredibly well. We know what's at risk for Karga and his people. Help comes in the form of Captain Teva. He's becoming a more point-of-view character, which is a fun way to explore the nuts and bolts of the New Republic. He makes it his personal mission to get aid from Coruscant. However, when he arrives, he's met with apathy at best from the requisitions officer Colonel Tuttle. Captain Teva makes an impressive case that the Empire might still be out in the galaxy, biding its time and growing stronger. He suggests that Moff Gideon never made it to trial. This is shot down by both the Colonel and Elia Kane. This is the first time we've seen Elia Kane since Chapter 19, where she cranked up the dial on Dr. Pershing's mind machine. We don't know the results of that procedure or where Kane's allegiance lie, though the show is certainly framing that she is working for Moff Gideon, partially with the episode's end reveal and the discovery about Moff Gideon's ship made by Captain Teva. Could Kane have had a hand in freeing Gideon, and were Mandalorians involved? More on that in a minute. The show is doing a tremendous job of building the narrative at a gradual pace, and it's all folded together in a way that feels organic. Up until this point, much of the season has felt disjointed and rambling, but I'm starting to see the various threads come together. It looks like this season is focusing on how the New Order rose to power out of the New Republic after the demise of the Empire. It's exploring the insidious nature of fascism and the roots it takes even after it's fallen. One fun Easter egg is the return of Zeb Orleos from the Rebels animated series. While the new CGI Zeb is only on screen for a minute or two, it's enough to catch up with what this freedom fighter has been up to since the end of the war. All of these little character developments are really well thought out, which makes the show super easy to get invested in. And of course, one of the simple pleasures of Star Wars is listening to the heroes go over battle plans. Bo-Katan detailing how Din Djarin's army is going to ambush Shard's fleet just hits the spot. The battle scene is fun. There are way too many standout moments to mention, but Din Djarin surfing on the snub fighter going down in flames, Paz laying waste with his Gatling blaster, and the armorer wrecking pirates with her hammer are all fantastic. The geography of the battlefield is laid out so clearly that the action is really easy to keep track of. It's gratifying to see the Mandalorians have come full circle on Nevarro, going from hiding in the city sewers to becoming the saviors of its world. As part of the deal for them helping the planet is a tract of land that Karga offered Din Djarin back in the first episode of the season. Right at the end of the episode, the armorer calls Bo-Katan to her and orders her to remove her helmet. She tasks Bo-Katan with the duty of uniting the displaced Mandalorian tribes so that they may walk the way together and kick off the next age. This is really interesting, as it calls into question the nature of the relationship between Bo-Katan and the Children of the Watch. I wonder if the show will be going more into the Mandalorian history, particularly Death Watch and Bo-Katan's sister Duchess Satine Kryze, especially with that end reveal that a Mandalorian might have been involved with the disappearance of Moff Gideon. Thanks for watching. As always, like and subscribe if you like the content, and comment below with what you thought of the episode. See you next time.